So in years past, when I worked as an auto mechanic, there were times where, you just had to have the right tool for the job. And at some point in my experience, I decided that I really had to have this. Now this is a cordless 1/4 inch ratchet. Now when I purchased this was probably, I'm guessing 20 years ago. And this was cutting edge technology. The other day, I had to work on my car and had one of the lights go out on the tachometer, behind the tachometer that illuminates it when you're driving at night. And it kind of bugs me when a light goes out. So I use my normal set, which I'll show you here in just a second. This is my normal set. And of course, working as an auto mechanic, you got to have cool tools. And you got to have cool boxes to put your cool tools in. One day I walked out on the Mack truck and I saw this and I said, oh, I got to have that. I didn't really need it. I just had to have it. It's pretty slick. Has this top part here. But the coolest part, and the part that I said, that's why I got to have it, this drawer pulls out. Is that awesome or what? And I bought this a long time ago too. Now, the other day when I took the dash apart on the car, which I didn't take a film of it at the time because I thought I had never done that on a 2008 Ford Taurus, so I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to get into. Turns out it's pretty easy, like 6 bolts, get a special tool to get under your little surround that goes around your instrument cluster and pop that out on the bottom. Comes out pretty easy. And then there's 4 bolts that take the actual cluster out of the dash. Well, the tool I used the other day is basically this simple ratchet right here. Works great. Of course, you got to do all that stuff. And when you get in your mid-50s, it's like, all that work in your hands and stuff, that kind of gets old. And it gets old pretty quick. So I decided, I got that cordless ratchet. It's been in my toolbox for like years. I haven't even charged it up. So after I worked on the car, I decided, well, I'll get that out of there, plug it up, and see what happens. Well, the night earlier, I walked out here and I hit the little button on this thing. This button right here. It has you can flip it over here to manual, and the button doesn't do anything. You can actually use it as a ratchet. You flip it over here to auto, press the button, and cordless movement. Isn't it great? This is 36 volts, believe it or not. And I'm not sure, I'm assuming it's a NiCad battery. I'm assuming since it was 20 plus years ago that I purchased it. And honestly, when I purchased this, I wasn't even working as an auto mechanic. I was working in an auto parts store. And this came in one day as an item for sale. And I believe it was like $70. It might have been $75. But anyway, it was more money than I had at the time. But when I saw it, it was like the Speed Square. Ooh, shiny squirrel. I gotta have this. At some point in my life, I may go back to turning wrenches for a living. This will really come in handy. So, as you can see, I bought it. And as you can see, it's 20 plus years old. And it still works. I don't even remember what brand it is. It says something like automatic. You see that? I can't make heads or tails of it. It's kind of smeared over. But it does have your basic, like, Ingersoll Rand, Chicago pneumatic style head design on it or whatever. I'll set this down over here. I will keep my eyes centered on the camera, reach over here real discreetly, and hit the stop button back. I wanted to show you something that I thought was a pretty ingenious design of this particular ratchet of the day. As you see, you have this ribbed collar right through here, which if you put a little turn on it, it's threaded. And then when you thread it enough, it comes off. Then you can remove the head. And I'm assuming that their intention was they could add several different types of little tools onto the end of this little power pack. In this case, they're using this little 1/4 inch head ratchet. So you line the little collar up. Try not to cross thread it. Get it tightened back down. Now, another thing that's pretty cool about this too is, ergonomically speaking, some people like to grip their tool like this and be able to have the button there. Well, as you can see, this is angled up into the ceiling. But I can turn this. Oh yeah, that's comfy. Now, I can cinch that down. Oh. Very nice. Or let's say that I prefer to use my thumb. So I can swing this around. Again, tighten them back down and in your face. I'm not really sure why I'm doing a product review. It's just that it's been in my toolbox for a number of years. I go to do a job the other day and think to myself, you know, that little cordless ratchet would really come in handy right here. And even though I have all kinds of new cordless tools, nothing is quite like this. It gets into little spots and places that, you know, like a cordless drill or drill driver or something just can't reach into. And it's perfect for dash work. Yeah, it don't have a whole lot of torque. You can almost, you know, like I can hold it with my finger. But it's got just enough to do that dash where you break it loose, hit that button, you're off to the races. And no more of that stuff. So for what it's worth, a 20-plus-year-old cordless ratchet that still gets the job done. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, I don't know why you would, but if you did, hit that thumbs up button. And please, tune in again.